Hi everyone, hope you've had as good an Easter as you can have under the situation. Not ate too many Easter eggs hopefully, and ready for a good an Easter Monday workout. We're going to concentrate a little bit more on legs today, so let's get started with a nice warm up. So string through the back of the head, lifting up nice and tall, opening out wide through those shoulders. Think about where your weight is, equal on both feet. You want your feet right underneath your hips. If you're not sure how to do that, if you start with your feet together, turn your toes out, turn your heels out, you should be just about there. Knees are a little bit relaxed, lifting up. Have a little feel of tilting that tailbone backwards and forwards. So you're pulling up through the front of your pelvis, dropping down at the back. Keep going. Feeling how much movement you've got through that low back. Lifting up tall through the back of that head, up towards the ceiling. Find that mid position then. From there, let's have a little raise up and lower down. And again, lifting up, lowering down. We're working through the front of our pelvis, through our tummy muscles. That's the powerhouse, helping to lift us up, lower us back down. 2 to go. With this one, hold it there. Bend the knees, drop the heels, come back up. So it's a lift, bend, and lower. Lift, bend, and lower. Keep going for another 4, 3. It's our little foot series. 2. Last one. Coming back up. Reaching up, swimming round, down we go, up we come. Keep going, 3 more, 2, last one, up we come, round we come. From there we're going wide, hip time, knees turned out, we're out toed, so the toes are pointing out, sink down through the middle. Nice and straight through the back. Keep going. 2 more. Hold this one, hands on hips. Little bounces. Keep bouncing up and down, nice and straight through the body, tail down towards the ground. For 3, 2, 1, can we sink lower? Drawing in through the tummy. Up tall through the back of the neck, gently lifting out the chest. 3, 2, 1, a little bit lower. Really work it hard through those thighs. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and we're up. March it out, big high knees. Let those hips recover. Stretching up tall. 3, 2, 1, both arms reaching up towards the ceiling. Up we go. Working those sides out. For 3, 2, 1, big circle round, come into the middle, done weight a time, or the offerings, okay, it's like an offering. Out we go, twisting out, make sure you don't stick your ribs forward, keep your ribs underneath you, knees are gently relaxed. 2 to go. With this one, out we go wide, coming back in. Reaching out, coming back in. 2 more. With this one, out we go, over we go, into our mermaid stretch, and back. Round the other way. Over we go, and back. Once more each side. Up and back. Last one. Keep that arm there, bring the other arm up to it, hands on head. And we're dolphin diving, curling up, dropping down, reaching out and coming back up. For 4, really stretch through the back of that neck. 3, down we go. 2, last one, down we go, stretching up, reaching up, big circle wide, coming up to the front, breath in, breath out. Little bit of rotation, coming round, round the other way, and back. round we come, and back. Last one, coming back into the middle, lower those arms, breath in, breath out, chin on chest, have a little roll down, tucking yourself in, hips to the ceiling, stretching through the backs of those legs, and then gently, gently come back up, bit by bit, by bit, by bit, by bit, and out. Breath in, breath out, chin on chest, down we go. Reaching down to the floor, stretch through the backs of those legs, then we're about to do a little bit of work. Last one, down we go. Reaching down, bend the knees, and we're going to go down on the mats. Let's just change the camera angle. Oh, wrong way. And we'll go a little bit that way. That'll do. Okay, so hope you're getting down okay. Feet and knees hip width apart. Thinking about weight being even through both feet, both sides of your bottom. Allow that rib cage just to sink down. Relax out those backs. It's been lovely weather over the weekend. A lot of you might have been out gardening. Now's the chance to relax out, stretch out, recover from there. From there, take a nice deep breath in and a breath out. Making yourself feel even heavier, drawing in through your tummy, flattening out that low back. Breath in, breath out, keep pulling in. And then relax, roll back the other way so we're arching up through that low back. Draw in and drop back down again. Gently lifting up again. And then find that mid position. So, bony bits at the front of your pelvis. Nice and level, okay? Little tray drinks. If you imagine a little diamond from your tummy button down towards your lower part of your pelvis and across to your bony bits, that's staying still. That's the muscle pulling you in. From there, we're going to start off with nice easy hip twists at level 1. So keeping centered through the middle. Take one leg out to the side. Draw back in. Everything else is relaxed. We're just working a little bit through the tummy, changing legs each time, breathing out to take the leg out, breathing in to bring the leg back. Keep going for another 3. And back in. So this is our hip twist, level 1. So today's session, we're focusing a bit on the legs, and a bit like last week, we're going to do it without any equipment today, and then Thursday's session we're doing to do a similar session but add in some equipment. So we're going to add in a stretchy band if you got it, but I've got an idea for you if you haven't. Hold in there, float one leg up into a single tabletop, and we're going to do one leg stretches from there. Reach away, draw back in for 3, 2, 1, come back in, lower back down. Keeping this bit really solid, the weight's even through both sides of your bottom. The other leg for 3, and back. 2, stretching away on that diagonal. 1, come back in, lower back down. Now you can stay at that level or drawing tight, come up into a single tabletop, tight still for a double, and we can do it that. And we're going to do 6 this time. So if you're single legging it, same leg for 6. If you're double legging it, change the legs. 5. Keep that back nice and still, drawing in through the front of your tummy. We've got 2 to go. Reaching away, coming back in. Reach, come back in. Double tabletoppers, we're holding there. Single tabletoppers, swap those legs over. And here we go for another 6. And back. 5. And back. 4. Back we come. 3. If you start to feel that arch that back arch up, lower one of those legs down. Don't overdo it. Back we come. Gently lower those legs down one at a time. And breathe. Okay, level 1 stretch just to recover. For 4. As you're reaching out long, you'll want to arch that back up, keep it in the middle. It's levers. Long lever, we want to pull back. You've got to tighten up. Last one. Coming back in. Okay, we're going to combine the hip twist with a 1 leg stretch. So from that starting point, hip twist out, straighten the knee, come back in, roll back in, change to the other leg. So hip twist out, stretch out with the knee, bend the knee, roll back in. So once you've got that rhythm going, think about keeping that other side of your bottom down. Don't let it roll up. Really work through the middle to keep yourself still. Changing over to the other side, drawing in, stretch, and back. We've got 4 to go. Keep tight through the middle. Hip twist out, reach, back, and in. Stretch. This other side of your bottom's got to stay down. As you reach one leg out, make sure the other leg stays straight up as well. That's the other fault that sometimes you can get. Last one coming up. Reaching out. Coming back in. Rolling back in. Resting there. Breath in. Breath out. Centre through the middle. Okay, we're back to that single tabletop. We're reaching away for 3 and back. 2 and back. Last one. From there, lift and lower. So we're going all the way down to the mat. Don't arch through the back. Lift back up towards the ceiling. As you come up, if your hamstrings are tight, you're going to roll back through the pelvis. So work in the range that doesn't do that. So I can go to about there today. If I go any further, I'm going to sink in the middle. You want to keep that back just off the mat or the floor. Lifting up, driving back down. You can do fancy footwork if you want to. For another 3. Holding in through the middle. 2. And down. Last one. Lifting up. Coming back down all the way down to the mat. And relax. And as you relax, you should feel your pelvis roll forward. Slide that leg back in. Recenter through the middle. Let's go with the other leg. So we started off, if you remember, with 3 of those reach. Single leg stretch, level 2s. 2. Last one coming up. Reaching away, holding it there, nice and straight. And it's that lift and lower. Down we go. Up we come. Down we go. Drawing in through that tummy. Keeping rock solid through the rib cage, through the back. Tight through that tummy. Holding those Easter eggs. Keep going. Another 3. 2. Try and relax through the shoulders. Last one. Up we come. Lower down all the way to the mat. Rest it there. Bring that leg back. Well done. Losing the head pillow. We're going to do a little bit of work on shoulder bridging. So without the head pillow, just frees off that neck a little bit. We're going to bring the legs together. Keep them sandwiched together. Drawing in through your tummy, we're going to come up into that shoulder bridge. Rolling up. Oh, I can feel I've been gardening. Straight line, knees, hips, shoulders. Nice and wide through the shoulder blades. And lower back down. So that was one with the legs squeezing together. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little series. I think we've done this before. So we keep the legs together, glued from the top of your thighs, pushing through the top of the thighs, drawing in through your tummy, roll up. And at the top, just open those knees a little bit. We're working a little bit more through the back of the bottom. Lower down halfway. Bring those legs together, lift back up. Open out those knees, lowering back down halfway. Bring the legs together and lift up. And open out. And lower all the way down to the mat. And breathe. Okay, let's do another one like that. So legs together, squeezing in, drawing in through your tummy, through the pelvic floor, lifting up. Straight line, knees, hips, shoulders. Open out the knees, lower down halfway, rolling back down. Bring the knees together, squeeze and lift back up. Really tight through those legs. Open out the knees, lower down halfway. Squeeze the legs together, lift back up. Open out the knees and lower all the way back down. And rest there. Okay, 2 to go. This time we're reversing it. So we go up with the knees apart, down with the legs together. So knees are apart. We're drawing in through the tummy. Squeeze through the bottom this time as well as you lift up. Bring the knees together right from the top of the thighs. Lower down halfway. Open out those knees and lift back up. Squeeze through the bottom, pull up through the tummy. Legs together. Down halfway, open out the knees, lift all the way back up again. Bring the legs together, keep them together as you lower back down bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. And rest there. Last one to go, okay? Knees apart, feet are together, drawing in through your tummy, squeezing through that bottom. Up we come, bring the legs together, lower down halfway. Open out the knees and squeeze and lift up. Bring the knees together. Lower down halfway. Open out the legs. Lift back up. Squeeze together. And we're lowering all the way back down. And rest there. Bring your head pillow back in. Find something to help stretch the legs out. If you haven't got anything, you can just support the back of your leg with your arms, yeah? But if you have got something, just helps out with that stretch. Lift the heel up towards the ceiling, toes down towards you. Once you're there, just have a little knee bend and a push straight. Okay, knee bend, push straight. This is one I learnt from doing a APPI session last week. Those of you who've done the HIIT session will have done this one with me. So it's a little knee bend, a little stretch up, and then we'll keep it stretched up. Slide the other leg out. Holding it there. Feel that stretch. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Stretch a bit further. 3, 2, 1. Gently coming back down. And then pop the other leg in. Okay, foot supported by a band or hold the back of your leg. Squeeze out through the hip. Lifting up towards the ceiling. Little knee bend. Push away. Trying to keep that arch in your lower back a little bit. Bend and stretch up. 2 more. Bend, stretch up. So it's a little bit more of a dynamic stretch. Up we go, holding it now for that slow, sustained stretch. Toes are down towards you. You get a stretch for your calf as well. Slide that other leg out. Try and get it straight down onto the mat or the floor. Push that heel away. Holding that stretch there. Keep stretching for 4, 3, 2, deep breath in. Sigh out. Stretch a bit further. Bend that knee. Pop that leg back down. Good stuff. So we've got stretchy hamstrings now. So let's just do our one leg circles, centering through the middle. Come up into a single tabletop, reach away, and we're circling outwards and down. 6, 5, and you really have to hold in through that middle to do this. It might be just a little tiny circle that you're doing that you can control, that's fine. If you can go a bit bigger, great, but just make sure you're holding it there. We've got 1 to go this way. And then we're reversing it. Keep circling away, down and around and back up. Really hanging in, try and relax through that upper body. Squeezing through that tummy, it's hard work this one. If it's too hard work, you do it with the knee bent. Yeah, that's the option. Last one. Round we go, bend back in, lower back down, and breathe. Okay, centre through the middle. Let's go with that other leg. Single tabletop, reach away and out to the side, round and back up through the middle. Keep that other side anchored down, drawing in through the tummy. We're working through the obliques a little bit more as well here. Up we come. 2 to go. Last one. And then reverse. Down, around and back up. Trying to keep that leg straight. Only working the circle you can control. So you might be painting the side wall rather than the ceiling with your toe. That's fine. Squeeze through that middle, hold in there. Relax through that upper body. We've got just 2 to go. Nearly there. Last one. Bending that knee. Lowering back down. Well done, folks. Feet and knees together. Arms out to the side. Let's roll. Knees over one way. Head the other way. Big stretch out. Squeeze away. Over we go to the other side. Reaching away, stretching across the front of that chest. I'm stretching out all those muscles from cutting trees down. Tidiest garden ever. Knees are together. Squeeze away, really push that top hip over. Your fingers might go a bit tingly, that's okay. As long as it disappears when you come back. Just one more each side. And then we're going to go over onto our sides for a little bit of clam work. And a little bit of lift and lower. So, over onto your side, support your head with whichever pillows or towel suits you. Okay, if you've got your arm underneath, make sure it's a nice straight line through your arm, through your body, with your knees bent up, feet and hips and shoulder in line. If you can't get in that position, if you're finding your arms in front, don't do that. Have a bigger pillow and have your arms in front, yeah? You don't want to be sort of bending through that top half of your body. You want to keep that nice and straight. So once you're in that position, think about, you've got a barbecue skewer through those hips, hold them together. Just allow it to drop forward slightly, drawing through your tummy, squeeze in there, and we're going to clam. Open out that top leg, feel it through the back of your bottom, and lower back down. So if you run your hand down from your waist over your pelvis, you'll feel a bony bit at the top of your thigh bone. That's where your bottom muscles attach into. So they go from your bottom round and attach into there. And as you squeeze, that bit will get closer towards the back of your bottom as that muscle shortens. So if you think about your biceps, yeah, it scrunches up and forms that big bulge. That's just happening with your bottom. That's where you should be feeling it. If you're not, have a go at bringing your knees forward, tilting your pelvis over a little bit. Have a play around, you should feel it. Also drawing in through your tummy. makes you more aware of it. The more solid you are in the middle, the more this can work to pull that knee open. If it's floppy in the middle, it's not going to have anything to pull on. So tighten up through the tummy, squeeze through the pelvic floor, squeeze open. With the next one, okay, we're going to squeeze open, and then we're going to lower down halfway, squeeze open again, lower down halfway, squeeze right open, feel it through the back of that bottom, and slowly, slowly lower down. So a bit like we were doing with the shoulder bridging, we're going to do a little series of movements. So with the next one, squeezing open, halfway down, squeeze open, halfway down, squeeze right open, and lower all the way back down, resting back down there. Let the bottom have a little rest out. Bring the feet into the air. The knees are still down. It's just the feet that have lifted up. We're drawing in through that waist again, getting that lift underneath. Tighten through your tummy, squeeze through your bottom, and we open out there. We're going to go 3 normal ones. Feeling it through the back of the bottom, pulling up through the pelvic floor. I think you can work the pelvic floor better in this position, or at least feel it more. Pulling up, squeezing in. With the next one then, we're going to start those series. We'll just do it for 2 of them. So we're going out, lower halfway, squeeze open, lower halfway, squeeze right open, and lower all the way down. Keep the feet up in the air. One more like that, squeezing through the tummy. Tight through the bottom, out we go. Halfway down. Out we go. Halfway down. Last one, squeeze. Really tight. Slowly, slowly, slower. Lower that knee. Lower those feet. Resting there, straighten out those legs. We're lying on a little plank of wood. Top arm comes over for our torpedo. For 3, 2, and back. Last one, reaching over, come back over. Now you might want to rest your fingertips in front if you need to. We're going to lift and lower with this leg inside line. Just up to hip height and down. And again, lift and down. 2 more. Balancing on that little plank of wood. We're not moving, we're not going to fall off. With this one, hold it there and circle it front to back for 4, 3. If you're too wobbly, fingers in front or bend that underneath leg. Last one that way, and then let's go the other way. Backwards, round and up. Try not to wobble. Fingers in front if you need to. Keep going for another 2. Last one. And lower back down. Good stuff. Bring those knees up towards you. Come up into sitting. Turn yourself over. Let's do the same on the other side. Okay. So, stacking yourself up. Remembering that straight line through the arm, through the shoulders, through the back. Feet and knees bent up, so your knees are bent up, your feet and your bottom and your shoulder all in line. From there, drawing in through your tummy. Try and relax through your shoulders. And it's that climb at the level 1. Feel how much movement you can do before you start to roll back. If anything, just drop forward with that top part of your pelvis to start with. If you go too far, you'll be rolling back, and it's not then a hip movement. It's not your bottom doing it. You're moving through your body. You want to keep the body nice and still. The trunk stays still. It's just that hip. Imagine that ball and socket rolling round, squeezing out, lowering down. Keep going for another 3, 2, down we go. Last one, drawing in through that tummy, pulling up through the pelvic floor. Okay, with the next one, we're adding in that series. We're going to do 2 of the series ones. So we're opening out as fully as you can, drawing in through your tummy, relaxing through the shoulder, halfway down, and then squeezing open. The back of your bottom is really firm. It's a well done steak. Squeezing open. Lowering back down all the way this time, and relax there. Okay, one more like that, drawing in, squeezing open, halfway down, squeeze open, halfway down, big squeeze open again, tight as you can through the back of that bottom, and lower all the way down, relaxing there. Okay, level 2 clams. So feet come up into the air, but we don't roll onto our tummies, we still keep stacked up on the side. Drawing in through your tummy, pulling up through that pelvic floor, we open out, and we're going to open out for 4, and back down. 3, squeezing tight through the back of that bottom. It's your sitting bones squeezing together. 3, with the next one, holding it open, and then halfway down, open out, halfway down, squeeze right open, and lower all the way back down, but keep those feet in the air, drawing in through your tummy, tighten through that bottom, squeeze open, halfway down, relax through your shoulder, squeeze open, halfway down, and then squeeze right open, slowly, 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 all the way back down, and rest those feet back down. Slide them open, so we're balanced on a little plank of wood. Fingers in front if you're too wobbly with these ones, or you can bend that bottom leg up, okay? Doesn't matter, you want the quality of the movement. Okay, so it's better that you bend that leg underneath as you lift and lower and get good quality than to be wobbling around all over the place, okay? So go with what you can cope with. If you need fingers in front, that's fine. And some of the people that are best that I know on the back, put them on the sides and they wobble all over the place. Hold this one there. Let's do our little circles, coming forward and round into the back. Drawing in through your tummy, squeeze and back. Working through that lower part of your body. You might notice it a little bit under the arm as well, as we get a little bit more challenging. Last one. And then reverse. Backwards, up and around. For 4, 3, 2, last one coming up. Round we go, and then lower those legs down, relaxing there. Let's just have a little roll over onto our back, just stretch out those bottom muscles. So, from that position, we're going to stretch the left one first. We're going to place that left leg over the right leg. Let the knee drop out to the side. And then, if you can, you bring up that other leg up towards you. Some of you might not be able to do that. You can use a strap to help you, or a towel around the leg to squeeze up. Some of you might not need to even lift up. Your hip movements might be a little bit more restricted and you get a stretch without coming up. That's fine. Do what you can do, feel what your body feels like it can manage. From that position, have a little squeeze, a little bit more if you can. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. as you breathe out, stretch just that little bit more. 3, 2, 1, gently lower down. Take that leg back down, rest it there. Let's do the right leg. So the right leg goes over the left knee. We're going to hold on to that left thigh. So we lift it up. The right knee gets pushed out to the side. Some people find that they can actually push it out as they're lifting up. I prefer to concentrate on lifting that other leg up. Squeezing it tight. Perhaps having a little roll towards that left side as well. Transfer your weight over to the other side. Feel it a little bit more. For 3, 2, 1, deep breath in, breath out, stretch a bit more. Then gently lower those legs down, stretch them out, reach back with the arms as well. Deep breath in, and a breath out. Sinking down through the ribs. Breath in, breath out. Good stuff. Then let's come over onto our front. The last little bit, we're going to do in 4 points. Okay, so the hands are going to be underneath the shoulders. The hips are underneath. The hips are underneath the knees. They're not. The knees are underneath the hips. From there, drawing through your tummy. Tuck your head under. Stretch through your back. So we're doing our little cat and cow stretch. Dropping down through the ribs. Shoulder blades scrunching together. Tuck the tail in. Lengthen through the back. All the way up. And then gently drop back down. Find that mid position. From there, stretch through your shoulders. Tight through your tummy. Slide one leg backwards. Check what's happening with that other leg. You don't want your hips to be swaying over towards it. You want to keep them straight. So if I come forward onto the camera, I don't know if you can see my back leg there, but if you lift up, you can find that you sway over. You want to keep level. Yeah? So that's what we're doing, keeping level. So slide the leg out. Make sure that other knee's underneath your hip. Keep that there. And we're going to lift up and we're going to tap down for 6, 5. Keep the tummy drawn in. Lift up through your shoulders. 2 to go. And then come in. Make sure that knee lands underneath the hip, not in the middle. 3-legged tables are cheating. Drawing up through your tummy. Stretch with the other one. Your body's immediate reaction will be to sway over. Keep it straight. Look down, check that thigh's going straight to the ceiling. And we're going to tap down for 6, 5, 4. Drawing in through your tummy. 3, 2, 1. Come back in and stretch back out. Give those wrists a bit of a break. If you're doing that one properly, you'll notice the difference, okay? We'll do it once more with each leg before we have a proper stretch out ready towards the end. Let's get some more music. So, hands underneath the shoulders again, back nice and flat. Drawing in through your tummy, stretching through your shoulders. Slide out again. Lift up, tap down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. This time hold it there now and go out to the side. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Knees right underneath that hip. Stretching up through your shoulders, tight through your tummy, slide out. That other thigh is straight. We're lifting up and we're tapping down for 4, 3. Squeeze through your bottom. 2, 1. Hold it there. Out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Stretch back out. Have a good stretch. Shake those wrists out as well. Come up into high kneeling. Put one foot in front of the other. You can take your hands down to do that as well if you want. We're going to stretch out the hip by sliding forwards, lifting up there. Now, so the next session we're going to do some similar work on the legs, but if you've got a TheraBand, a nice long TheraBand, we can use that as a bit of resistance. Okay, we can have it to push out against and also tie around the thighs for a little bit of resistance with the hip twist. If you haven't got a TheraBand or a TheraCord that we use in the classes, not a problem. Come on up, change legs, I'll tell you what you can use. Okay, drawing up through your tummy, other leg forward, slide forward, you're stretching that back hip. So, I saw a little hint from another one of the APPI instructors this week, because Facebook's has got so much going on at the moment, and he was recommended to his guys that he was doing some online classes, that if you haven't got a TheraBand, an old pair of tights. So ladies, dig out your tights. Blokes, dig out your tights, or the wives, and you can always use those to give you that little bit of resistance for the exercises that we're going to do in the next session. Okay? Well, failing that, get yourself some TheraBand. If you're using TheraBand, you want some with quite a lot of resistance, so you want the blue rather than the red. Okay, blue or green, something that's got a little bit more resistance than the red or the yellow, which tend to be the weaker weight ones. Okay, let's get up into standing. Let me alter the camera. If I look a bit distracted, it's because I'm doing this from my back bedroom. I can see my husband chatting to one of our neighbours that we've not met before, so have a little shake out of those arms. Stretch up tall through the back of that neck. From there, deep breath in, breath out, and again. Breath in, breath out. Reaching up towards the ceiling, lifting up onto your toes. Hands are on your head, heels are down, bend and roll down, come back up, so it's our dolphin dive. So we stretch, lift, hands on head, heels down, dolphin dive. Reach, lift, hands on head, last one, dolphin dive down, coming back up, reaching out, let's go wide. We're going to have right foot facing forward, left foot away, okay? And we're going to stretch down for 3, 2, 1, holding that there. Bring the arms out, it's warrior pose. Stretch around so you're looking over that bent knee, because we always get confused in class with that, don't we? Come back to the middle. Reach over that bent knee. Come back up, slide down the straight leg. Come back up, both feet point forwards. Twist them around the other way, and we're going off galloping down the other end. For 3, 2, 1, stretching that inner thigh. Arms come up, facing the front, warrior pose. Don't have the shoulders by the ears, long neck, twist around to that front knee. Holding that there, nice and steady, come back to the middle. Reach over that bent knee, come back up over the other knee, other leg, big stretch, come back up. Keep in a wide stance, and we're going to sink down for 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, stretching up tall, twist round. We're going down into the saw, reach down to the other ankle. Come back up. Round we go to the other side. Down we go. Come back up. I know that one's not our favourite, but it's good for us. Little shake out. Let's stretch the calves out, and then we've got roll downs, and we're nearly there, folks. So 1 foot forward, pop the back toes down, heel down, straight in line. Lunge over that front leg. Feel the stretch in that back calf. Holding that there. Deep breath in, breath out. Feel that stretch. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Change legs. So swap the legs over. Toes down, heels down, in line. Both feet pointing towards me. Lunge over that front leg. Holding that stretch. You should feel it down the lower part of your calf, or the mid calf really. With this one, this is stretching your gastrocnemius. Ooh, big word. Gastroc goes above your knee and below your ankle. So it's a big muscle. It's a 2-joint muscle like your hamstrings and your quads. So you need to have that back leg straight to get the good stretch to it. If your knee's a little bit bent, you'll be slackening it off. So keep that stretch there for 3, 2, 1. Come back into the middle. Have a little shake out. Breath in, breath out. Reach up to the ceiling, hands on head. Let's have a little roll down. Drop down, reach down towards the ceiling, hips to the ceiling. Good stretch going on in my body. I don't know about yours, guys. Oh, that feels good. Come back up. Roll back out. Deep breath in. Breath out. Chin on chest. Rolling down. Hips to the ceiling. Take a deep breath there. Breathe out. Come back up. From there, restack yourself. Knees are relaxed. Drawing in through your tummy, lifting through your chest. Take a deep breath in. Keep breathing in. And breathe out. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. Well done, folks. Remember, Thursday we're doing the same. Try and find some TheraBand or an old pair of tights. We'll see you then. Bye.